Bats, bats, and more bats. Inspired by David Picciuto's Rockler sponsored video on making puzzles using a laser, we decided to download his puzzle template, fire up the full spectrum laser, and make a puzzle. Seems like the last couple of years we've produced a Halloween and Christmas puzzle using the laser. So with Halloween approaching, it was time to put out another puzzle. I went to the internet, found a Halloween image, modified it some. It had bats, and sized it to fit a 10-inch by 7-inch space. Then using the laser in a raster mode, I burned a light image of the subject on a piece of 1/8 inch thick Baltic plywood. I then loaded up the puzzle template, sized it to fit the 7-inch by 10-inch space, and in vector mode with 100% power and 60% speed cut out the puzzle. Oh, before laser cutting, I covered the raster image with painter's tape to reduce burn residue from collecting directly on the wood's surface. I peeled this off after the puzzle was cut. What you see in the video was a test cut that I made on a piece of Baltic plywood, so you don't see the image in the tape in this particular video shot. So why did I pick bats this year? I like bats. They're high-tech insect-eating machines. If you get up close and personal, they're really kind of cute. We have several bat houses on our University of Florida campus, and it's really fun to watch them come out at dusk to do their thing, eating insects. In a September 2016 blog post by Christina Wang, Spooky Symbolism, the History and Meaning Behind Iconic Halloween Images, Christine writes, quote, "Bats have long been associated with mystery, evil, death, and the supernatural. They're only active at night, plus they live in caves, which evokes the underworld. Vampires are also often said to transform into bats, a connection popularized by Stoker's novel and the many Dracula films. One theory for the link between bats and Halloween has to do with the festival of Samhain, when the Celts celebrated the end of the harvest on October 31st. They would light bonfires to keep evil spirits at bay. This practice would attract insects and in turn bats." End of quote. For some great bat facts and to see baby bats in blankets, go to Brandon Kim's article on October 31st, 2012 entitled Tricks and Treats, 12 Amazing Things About Bats. Back to the puzzle. So after cutting out the puzzle and removing the tape and cleaning up the parts, I turned the puzzle pieces over to my wife for PLPPP, post-laser puzzle piece processing. I thought the image I had laser printed on the puzzle would make it easy to put the puzzle back together before painting. Nope, it took my wife a couple of hours, she says days, to reconstruct the puzzle. The image was too light and the puzzle pieces are so uniform that it made it really difficult to put the puzzle together. Once it was together, I sandwiched it between two boards, flipped it over, covered the back with painter's tape to hold it together while my wife painted it, using acrylic paints and glitter. I followed this up with a couple of clear coats of acrylic spray. My wife decided to pass on the challenge she had undergone and painted the puzzle in a fashion to keep the difficulty at a high level. Nobody's going to quickly solve this puzzle like a bat out of you-know-where.